Okay, I'm going to talk about symmetric and asymmetric encryption. So, what's the purpose of encryption? When data transmits over any public network, even wireless or wired, there is always a risk of being intercepted by maybe hacker. And under these circumstances, a hacker is often referred to as an eavesdropper. Using encryption helps to minimize the risk. And encryption alters data into a form that is unreadable by anybody for whom the data is not intended. It cannot prevent the data being intercepted, but it stops it from making any sense to the eavesdropper. And in encryption, the original data being sent is called plain text. And once the plain text gone through an encryption algorithm, it will turn to ciphertext. And today, if Alice wants to send a message to Bob, then at the beginning, Bob needs to give Alice a key to communicate. So in symmetric encryption, at the beginning, Alice will get a key from Bob, and Alice can use this key to encrypt. So if Alice wants to send a message to Bob, then Alice will use this key to encrypt her plain text to ciphertext and send the ciphertext to the internet. Then Bob can get a ciphertext from internet. Then Bob can use the same key to decrypt the data, and he can get the plain text from Alice. So symmetric encryption is used the same key to encrypt and decrypt. But it has a risk. If when the first time Bob sent the key to Alice and there's eavesdropper appeared and copy the key, then all their communication may be heard by this hacker. So there's a solution. The solution is to use different keys to encrypt and decrypt. So the same story, Alice wants to send a message to Bob through the internet. And this time Bob generates two keys. One is public key and the other is private key. And the private key can be available to everybody, and the public key is only used to encrypt data. As for private key, it can only known to the computer user, and the private key is used to decrypt data. So in asymmetric encryption, in the beginning, Bob will need to generate a pair of keys, and he will send the public key to Alice. So Alice can get the public key from Bob. Then Alice can use this public key to encrypt her plain text. Then Alice can send the ciphertext to Bob through the internet. Okay, now Bob can get the ciphertext from the internet, and he can use his own private key to decrypt the data. And this key is only known by Bob. So in asymmetric encryption, they will use different keys to encrypt and decrypt. And this time, if there's a hacker copies the key that Bob sent to Alice, is useless because this key only can use to encrypt and it cannot be used to decrypt. So the hacker cannot get the communication between Alice and Bob. And this is the end of today's class. Thank you.